and welcome to or welcome back to my channel, AJ Budgets. I am AJ and I am so thankful and grateful that you are here with me today. In today's video, we are doing something very exciting. We are going to be budgeting my trip to Las Vegas that I'm going on in May of 2026 to watch my godson graduate. So let's get into it. I am so excited, and if you've been following my journey, I have already purchased my plane ticket for Las Vegas because I found an incredible deal. It was $235 round trip. Anything under $300 is incredible, and the fact that it was close to $200 was just, I couldn't say no. So I had already bought my flight to Las Vegas. So that's my first section. If you've also been following along with my journey, you would have found out that I budgeted for this trip. It's on my budget sheet. It's on my vacation sheet. I had kind of pre-budgeted out how much I wanted to spend, like my total budget and all of the things, but I forgot to calculate it into the money that I save for my vacations on a month-to-month basis. So when I was looking at my account and I was buying the tickets, I was like, I feel like this isn't going to be enough money for everything that I wanted to do throughout the year. And so I kind of calculated everything, and it was not. And so luckily I got a tax return. So if you watch my tax return video, you'll see that I stuffed my Vegas money with part of my tax return. So everything worked out, thankfully, but just showing real life budgeting. And even though I had it all planned out, I still somehow forgot to add it in. I would have been so frustrated if I had to pull out. If I have like a personal emergency fund, I would have been so frustrated if I had to pull out of that, because I don't know what I'm saving that for, but my mistake is it's definitely not what I'm saving it for. Okay, miscellaneous, and then I'm going to have my emergency ER cash. Okay, so we have my sections set up. I do like to highlight these though, so we'll do pink. So, oh my gosh, I put food and flight because I was talking. This is food and drink. And I'm going to be there from Wednesday to Monday. So I get in like in the middle of the day, like in the evening, not even the middle of the day. It's the middle of the day my time, but it's 2 hours ahead. So it's like, I think I land like right at 4-ish. So it'll be like I land, we have dinner, and then probably go to bed. So that's the first night. And then the next day they have work, and Xavier has his last day of school. And so I'll probably just relax at their house. Or I might go to school with them. I don't know. We'll just kind of see what the day brings. I also have a couple of other friends that are out there, and so I might go and do a day with them. Or like I said, I might just relax. So we'll kind of see how that is. But that night he has his baccalaureate, and then that's on Thursday. Then on Friday he graduates, and then on Saturday we'll be getting ready for his party, and I think we might go out and have like a little dinner and might go gamble. We like to play bingo. And then on Sunday, it's his graduation party, and then I fly out at 6 a.m. on Monday morning. So it's going to be a very fast-paced trip, but we should get a lot in there. So my flights were $235, and I've already paid and booked those. Airport spending, I am going to budget. Oh, sorry. I should probably say my total budget for this trip is $675. So we have $675 over here. Let me zoom you guys in. Is that better? I think that's better. Okay. I'm asking you guys like you can answer me. $675 minus $235 leaves me with $440. And then airport spending, I typically want like a coffee and a treat. It's usually Cheez-Its. Never eat Cheez-Its. Always want Cheez-Its whenever I'm flying. So that'll be $30 if I go $15 each way. So minus 15, minus 15. Food and drink. So let me think about this. I'll be out there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's 5 days. So let's do $30 for coffee, because they do have a coffee machine, and I don't think we'll go get coffee every day, but I do love me a good old Dutch Bros. And then for like groceries, I'm gonna give myself $50. Trader Joe's is close, a Smith's is close, and I like to eat the same stuff every day to kind of stay accountable and on track, and so I have no problem walking to the grocery store or driving to the grocery store. For dinner on that Saturday, I think I'm gonna give myself $50. Okay, so if that's minus 30 minus 100 for those 250, so I'm at 280. Miscellaneous, I do want to help out, so help with grad party food. And I think I will donate $100 to that. And then for bingo, I think I'll do $50. And then just extra cash or extra money. We'll see what we have here, I guess. Okay, so minus 100, minus 50. That leaves me with 130. Okay. I think I'm gonna go 125 for food then. So we'll help out 125 for food, so minus 25. So that gives me $105 for extra spending. Cash, I might want to donate more. I also kind of want to give him, like, even though I'm taking him to the Bahamas or we're going on some other trip this summer, I kind of want to give him a little something in a card. It's like $50 or $100 in a card. So that will, okay, so minus 30, minus 50, minus 50, minus 125, minus 50, minus 105. And then that zeroes us out. ER cash came from dollar bills, y'all. And I have $50 in cash. And that is already stuffed. It is in my long-term sinking fund in my A-Vacay section. I have that right here for Vegas. And I have my California one as well. So that cash is already stuffed and it's just sitting here ready for me to go on vacation, which is awesome. If you don't know what the Dollar Bills Y'all challenge is, that is my savings. Well, I dropped my book in, so that's exciting. But the Dollar Bills Y'all Savings Challenge is a savings challenge I stuff each week with my weekly cash, and it saves $225 when it's all said and done. And then I use that $225 to stuff my emergency cash or my tip money for my vacations. Sometimes I have money left over, and I will figure out what I'm allocating that money to whenever I finish that challenge. So I'll be doing that on camera. As I do that in the upcoming months. I'm hoping I can get that funded one more time for my Bahamas vacation, but we'll see how it goes. Well, that is Vegas, baby. I'm so excited to go back to Vegas. I lived there for 20 years. I have been in Missouri as of May 2026. We sold our house in May of 2024, and then I moved to Missouri at the beginning of July in 2024. So it's been almost 2 full years since I've lived there. I have visited multiple times, but I'm very excited to go back for this trip and watch my godson graduate, because that's just so incredible, and I love it, and I can't believe he's already graduating. Oh, they grow up so fast, way too fast. The next thing I'm going to do is I want to get out a budget sheet. And I guess I should have left this out. So when I go on vacation, I have this little wallet tracker that I typically keep in there. But when I go to Vegas, I tend to spend a little bit more, or I spend in different places. Not more, but I spend in more places because, again, I lived there for 20 years, so I know and I crave and I want different things. And so I like to do my budget sheet for Vegas on a cardboard sorry, what this is not cardboard, on cardstock. So I think we're gonna do that. So I will speed this up while I get everything that I have here written down so I can stay on budget while I'm in Vegas. All right, I have my budget sheet done here, and so I did each category in yellow and how much I had budgeted in each category, and then I have space for how much I actually spent, and then down here in miscellaneous I have a bunch of blank ones, and then, oh gosh, also on the back it's fully blank, and so we can track how much I'm actually spending then on my trip to Vegas. So I'm going to put that in here with the California one. And then that way, when we are ready to go on vacations, the budget sheets are with my money that I'll be pulling out for there. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I greatly appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and then leave me a comment down below and let me know what is the first vacation that you're going on this year. I'd love to hear and see where we're all going throughout the year of 2026. And if you are enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel. But until I see you guys next time, have a great rest of the month and a great time planning out your next vacation. Bye.